What is going on, YouTube? I'm your host, Leon Gunstall, and guess what? There's been a moment of dumbassery in the antis of Gamergate. JT, you have more information on this than I do.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of it. Yeah, I just can't help watching this game. There's been a lot of it from the article that I read here from the whole titled, let's see, Batman Arkham Knight may be the game of the year, but there's one problem.
Just one. Fuck you.
Yeah, but he just he basically is criticizing more than that. He's like he had issues with the outfits that the main villains are.
Well, they've been pretty much the same for all three, except for Arkham Origins, which they weren't that much a part of because that was a prequel. But for Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and yeah, I mean Poison Ivy, she has looked the same in every single game. She has that red shirt on, and she doesn't wear too much clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also the
Oh,
fact that he brings up the comic
disgrace.
books. He brings up the comic books. It's like he brings up the Harley and Ivy issue 2. Paul Dini and Bruce Timm.
Well, this is going back a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, he's like bringing up stuff. It's like, come on, dude. And he brings up Gamergate too. It's like months after Gamergate first set
he'll bring out
Gamergate with their unbelievable resistance idea of feminist perspectives in gaming industry. We have a new title that features some of the most compelling female characters in pop culture, Batman Arkham Knights, which came out Tuesday. Spotlights Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Oracle, Harley Quinn in major roles. But while these women are often represented as strong, independent, and able in other media, their featured roles and often tell a different story. They are damsels in distress.
Well, hang on.
God.
To be fair to the guy who wrote the article, Catwoman is actually a bit of a damsel in distress in this one.
Yeah, but she tends to fight her own way out.
But she's not. No. Listen. I actually managed to play one mission in that game, and the picture you see here, where he's unlocking a collar.
Mm-hmm.
On the article, that is essentially because it's a Riddler mission essentially. The Riddler has set up these elaborate traps, and you have to get a key, and this is probably the most. She is probably, I would actually argue that she is actually more annoying to save than Princess Peach in Mario, because you have to jump through Riddler's hoops at least 9 times to get the keys. Because there are 9 different keys you have to get for her to unlock that collar. And I basically went, okay, fuck the Catwoman, I'm gonna do my own shit, you know?
Yeah, it kind of happens. It's like I can't rescue her.
Oh my God, really?
I done everything. I done a lot of stuff in Arkham City, in Arkham Knight. I mean, I've been trying to run it as good as I can on my PC, and it's like that mission is not interesting to me because it involves a lot of the bullshit puzzle solving the Riddler has, and I don't find it interesting or appealing.
Yeah, the Riddler always does those puzzles. That's what he's known for. Try to challenge the heroes into a
Riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. Like, yeah, that's what he always says. Like, riddle me this. I will if you answer the set of Ritual Street. Isn't that how he says it?
Yeah, riddle me this, Batman.
Yes.
What is Yeah, it's like that's like the 60. That's like the 60s version of it, but it's like
he still does in the other Arkham games.
Yeah, he does.
Riddle me this. Even in DC Universe Online, he said, "Riddle me this" when you're trying to rescue him. So yeah, Riddler was a damsel in distress in one game.
And here's the idea. I mean, I don't really get where Harley is all of a sudden a damsel in distress, because in so far in Arkham Knight, she is the one causing a lot of mayhem, and she actually takes so many people hostage during that
No,
game.
he's just using a buzzword. He doesn't even know. He probably didn't even play the game. So,
yeah, because she basically runs a spoiler alert for Arkham Knight for those of you who still give a shit. I'm sorry, it just pisses me off the whole PC port thing. Anyways, it's basically like she causes mayhem, and then you capture the bitch and you lock her up in prison. That is essentially what happened. If
yeah.
that's what he means by damsel in distress, she's a psychotic. She's a villain.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that she's a villain, and of course he has an issue with Batman rescuing the villain from harm.
Yeah, you know what? Batman wants to rescue. You know what? If we don't rescue people, you know what? Let's make that a rule. No rescuing people because the feminists think it's wrong. So you know what? Let's this is what I have to say. They are for kidnapping. They are for people being kidnapped. They are for kidnappers. They're pro kidnappers, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's this really funny thing. I mean, keep in mind, Batman doesn't kill anybody during the entire game, or at all. He never kills anybody. So it's really funny when you start playing the game for a little while, and then you go back to the Gotham Police Department's prison lockup, and you can see the cells are getting more and more filled up with prisoners who all hate you. That's kind of a nice detail, I
You
think.
arrest people in it? Awesome. That's why I like arresting random criminals.
No, it's really cool because you actually you have to chase down these mob lieutenants or whatever, and whenever you arrest one, you can see the prison cage getting more and more filled with guys. So
it's like they don't get what's going on. They basically
and keep in mind, Poison Ivy, and this is another spoiler, but she basically saves Gotham.
Poison Ivy, yeah, that's
No, listen. She saves Gotham in Arkham Knight. I'm not going to explain how that happens or what happens, but she is actually the person that bails everybody out in that fucking game. And yeah, so I was really, it was a really moving scene actually, because it actually became such a very powerful moment.
That's fine, man.
So
yeah,
so
you know what?
like,
If you like the game, you like the game. I'm personally not going to buy it because of the shady underground. I mean, Review Tech USA talked about it. Somebody says it works fine on my computer, but that's just because. What's it called? He has a 9.7 or no, a Titan.
yeah, his rig is really overpowered.
Yeah,
And
he
the
has
only
a
people
Titan and a very expensive processor from Windows or Intel.
Yeah.
You're all gonna pay. Eat firepower. Sorry, I'm shooting up hopeless old Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been a crazy release week for Rocksteady. I feel really bad for a couple of the Rocksteady guys, but I hope this will teach them not to outsource shit like this and not release anything before it's play tested. And I do feel a bit of sympathy for them, because apparently to everybody else who has played the game on console, the game is apparently very, very good from a story perspective, and if you play it on the PS4, you will have a completely different experience. And I am really regretting not buying it on the PS4, but I got it on the PC. But it could have been worse. If I could have paid full.
Oh.
I could have paid
the full price of it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't buy it.
I'm considering getting it, but a lot of people telling me right now, listen, dude, here's what will happen with Arkham Knight. Within 8 months, the game will have a Game of the Year edition. Play it then.
There won't be a Game of the Year edition. To be Game of the Year edition, you actually have to have it become Game of the Year. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. The thing is that people are just gonna
assume that's game of the year.
Yeah, it's like, I personally don't really have an issue with what's going on here, but the thing is they're trying to say that, oh, we're selling this for $40 now, or actually $60 plus DLC.
Yeah,
Season
and
pass
this is what
DLC.
happens. This is the type of thing they've been always saying. Pre-order now, and Batman will be able to get assless chaps for Batman. That's what
Yeah,
they. It's stuff like that.
yeah, assless chaps for Batman, and
Yes.
also anal lube for anyone that wants to buy the Batman. Yes.
That's my inner review tech.
Yes,
USA coming
Robin. Yes, your Robin is going to use anal lube.
out.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Order
The
now.
very
You'll
best.
see Batman rape Boy Wonder in the ass.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh.
Yeah. It's like they try so hard to sell this game, and it's like, come on, guys, you guys need Warner Brothers games should just
They've been pulling shitty moves for a long time, and ever since Arkham Origins,
yeah
since they pulled with Arkham Origin, they could just go to hell for all I care.
they should, but the problem is they're in business, and
Yeah.
right now they're pretty
Hey,
much
stupid little bird. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, because the thing is, dude, they are in business, they make mistakes. And luckily, they admitted that this was a PC port.
Yeah.
They originally intended this for console, and
Yeah.
they knew that really well. And they should have never put it on PC without testing the thing first. But the problem is, they had to rush it. Like Norwegian guy said, they just rushed this game without even a single thought. They should have stick to the platform. They should have stick to the platform of the games on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and just work there, and then decide to throw out a PC port later.
Yeah, because it's have you noticed one thing when it comes to a lot of PC ports? I mean, sometimes when there's a console game coming out and it's also a PC version, it always takes a couple of more weeks for the PC version to release. That is what should have happened here. They should have taken their sweet ass time by checking if everything was working. I would have gladly waited 2 more weeks to play this game than to play it in the shitty state that it is now. Because even if I do buy it on the PS4 later, I will always be tainted by that experience. It was like, this was my first experience with Arkham Knight, a game that that runs horribly, it stutters all the time, and the graphics looks like ass. It's really hard. It's really sad that this happened, because everybody that I've talked to who have played this on the console say it's a good game, and that is the shame, because I'm a huge Batman fan. I love some of the
I like
characters
Batman as well. If there's any
and the villain in this game is a totally new villain. He's awesome. Fits really well in with the Batman universe. They call him the Arkham Knight. I love this villain. He's awesome.
So
the Arkham Knight is the villain.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
don't
actually
ask.
pretty good. That's actually a pretty
I
good
think I know.
sounding villain. And Scarecrow. I mean, come on now, Scarecrow. That's like a perfect. That's like, you can't get better than Scarecrow. Oh my God.
And Mark Hamill also makes a long presence as the Joker, and I'm not going to spoil to you how that happens. It's a pretty brilliant move.
I am so happy to hear that the Joker will be back, even if it is for
Yeah,
a
he's
short
back.
time.
He's back in a pretty long time. Let's just say it's Batman's guilty conscience manifesting itself as the Joker. That's all I'm going to say. He's with you through a lot of the game.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. What?
But it works. It really, really works.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
No. More to it than I just explained. Trust me, it really works. It's fitting within the universe. Trust me.
Batman says, "I'm the leader of Crusader Gate."
Okay, to everybody that's listening, the game I'm playing is Digimon Masters. Google it in if you guys want to see it. I'm doing
No,
gameplay footage from now on.
yeah, Batman is here.
He's in here? Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is what I'm just saying to everybody, whoever's wondering.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that, you know what, I personally have to say about the Batman game, I would love to play it right now, but maybe later when it comes out and is a Game of the Year edition.
I'm not sure it'll be Game of the Year. There won't be no way it'll be Game of the Year.
It'll be
that just for bullshit.
It'll be the sorry we fucked up edition.
Yeah, because you know what one of the two games will get it, but I'm going to have to say this. 2 games are going to get it. One of them is either going to be Fallout 4 or The Witcher 3. One of them.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this right now that they're selling the used games for $50 now, because it used to be $60, but in certain places it's like $50 now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the price is dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I just have to say. Like how I did the assless chaps joke. That was from Review Tech USA usually, that type of joke. But you know what? It's so true. It's piddly little shit like the pre-orders and stuff. And I said this one time. I didn't say the assless chaps part because there were children there at the GameStop. But I said, yeah, but I agree with Review Tech USA on this one. It's going to be shit of the pre-orders and stuff, and some of the people that work there agreed with me saying, but others
right now everyone is agreeing with you.
Yeah, but I'm just having to say it like this: pre-orders are what's killing the gaming industry. It's pre-orders, it's DLC, and it's partly our fault
for buying into the hype of it.
Yeah, and for buying it as well. We shouldn't have bought it with like the Call. If Call of Duty
here's the problem. Here's the problem. They didn't do the research well enough to say, "Hey, we fucked up. We need to fix this as fast as we can." Did they fix it?
Nope. And you know, oddly enough, the person that actually gave us free map packs and stuff after a while, and learning the really fuck ups that they did, was EA with Titanfall. They didn't give us map packs, or they gave us some for free. Well, after a year of the game being out, they gave the map packs away after the game aged.
Mm-hmm.
And EA did that.
What really, I'm thinking about how Rocksteady has basically been very silent on this matter, but I think a lot of people got even more pissed off when Rocksteady basically went out and said, "Oh, you need to turn all your PC settings down to low if you want to play this game." And people with 970 NGXs were like, "Fuck you, fix the fucking thing."
If you pay $2,000 for, if you at least put $2,500 into PC, you can have it at full maximum settings, but you can't do it anywhere else because you know how much that's going to cost? It costs $1,000 for a Titan. It costs $1,000 for like Review Tech USA's PC that he had. It cost $1,000 for the Titan, and it cost $1,000 for that Core i7 that he had.
Yeah, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna order it tomorrow. I don't want the game digitally because it's gonna take me. It's like a 55.
Yeah,
It's a
rather have a physical copy.
Yeah, it's a 55 gigabyte download on the PS4. I was like,
emergency. There's a dangerous Beomon. I'll take him out. Blow him up.
Well, it's like a 55 gigabyte download, and the PC version is only 35. So it's like,
Yeah, looks like Destiny, the Taken King Legendary Edition. They're selling all the expansions from Expansion 1, Expansion 2, and the Taken King. Oh, great.
Oh, man. I'm waiting for the prices to go down on those expansions if I even think of buying them for Destiny. I mean, seriously drop the price. It's like down to $10 each. Even lower. I'm saying like $5 each because we should have been given that stuff. They should have given us that stuff.
I stopped playing Destiny, man. That is the biggest money.
It, if you ever want to play with me, I reinstalled it and it's up to date. So if you want to play along, I have it installed.
Hell no. Sorry, man.
It's okay. You don't have to play it. You could get this one. It's free. You gotta have it. Yeah, I
I
have
don't
a
know.
giant. This is one of the best MMOs I've ever played in a long time. I'm putting that out there for everybody who wants to play a good MMO. Try Digimon Masters. I'm being serious here. It's a really good MMO.
Yeah.
All quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's awkward.
Yeah, it is. But it just like the Huffington Post article that just like the whole bullshit that
He didn't even bother to talk about that issue. He just basically talked about, oh, this game is so sexist that it makes my freaking penis hurt.
Oh man.
It's like look at the graphics on the boobs on Harley Quinn. Oh my God, it's really hurting my penis right now.
You know what's so funny is if he says, "Look at the boobs on Harley Quinn," he just must never had some in his life.
And it's like,
Was it the guy that wrote it?
dude?
Was it the man that wrote the article? I'm trying to think because I don't want to judge by saying, "Oh, it's a man" at first. So
It is a man. It's like
okay,
his
good.
name is Damian Breyers.
Okay, so have you ever had any experience with a woman at all?
It's like, yeah, learned that she was a crazy ass woman, but she was a good woman. We're friends.
Mhm.
Fact is, dude, it's like this guy needs to understand something. One, what he doesn't understand, what this guy from the Huffington Post doesn't understand is that the game, you might as well say, yes, the game is big. You have an issue with the game because of the whole tropes thing. That's fine, but the fact is, dude, it's like you're really starting.
You're making yourself sound stupid to the gaming community, and we're gonna stop listening to you after a while.
Yeah, because we're starting to realize your point of showing that, oh, this game is sexist because blah blah blah. Harley Quinn is dressing provocatively.
Oh,
That's her
and
character.
to make Batman feel better in the chat, the commercial for the game they showed the Joker being cremated. So
Yeah, that's also how the game starts.
okay, there you go, Batman, your favorite new game. The Joker gets cremated.
You actually have to hold down the button for the flames to actually cremate him. So if you just don't touch any buttons,
Wow,
you see
Batman,
the Joker
you
just...
actually did that? Oh man.
Yeah, the Steam refunds are already happening.
Oh yeah. They started refunding a lot of people. I mean, Green Man. Oh shit! I just got a mail from Green Man Gaming right now. They said that if there's a patch and the game still is unplayable for you, we will refund the game.
There.
Thank you.
If there is a patch, because
then they will.
Warner
Then
Brothers,
they will refund.
Then
Well, they
because
better.
Warner Brothers never does patches. Look at Batman. Look at Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah, that's different. That has a lot to do with actually, yeah, they did patch Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see
They
the
did.
video that I posted of the guy was like showing like the glitches in the PC port?
Oh man, glitches in PC port. Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? I like the Batman games. It's one of my favorite series out there. It is one of my favorite game series. I enjoy Batman. It's like it has like a mixture of Assassin's Creed and I don't know what else it has, but it feels like
Grand
Assassin's
Theft Auto.
Creed. Yeah, kind of like that. But
Well,
you're not a.
You know what?
You don't kill people.
You know what? Spider-Man did a good job with theirs. A lot of people talked about that game being pretty good because all you do is like stand around. That's all you do in the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't they do a better job with DC games? Like they did this with
Marvel needs a better job because they do shit all the time.
Marvel's
are
worse.
They
did okay with Arkham Asylum.
No,
a lot of
DC is Batman, Marvel is Spider-Man.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm trying to say that the game, the Arkham City, or Arkham Asylum with those games. Why can't they do a good job with this one?
It looks like a good game. It looks like it's well balanced and stuff. But the problem I have with it is, it's just everything. It's like they don't give a shit about the gamers at all. It's like they didn't notice that after like the lack of exclusive content on PlayStation
Yeah.
4 and Xbox
And
One,
I'm looking,
that most of the gamers bought PCs
and I'm looking at some of the stuff that they did in this game. They basically rehashed some of the city from Arkham Origins. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, Arkham Origins was made by not by Rocksteady but a developer, and the game suffered a lot of bugs. The story wasn't really all that interesting compared to the other games. It felt like because Rocksteady wanted to take a break, I think, and they didn't want to create another Arkham game, so they did something else. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they outsourced it to somebody else.
It wasn't the best game that I played. Probably the worst one.
Which one,
Yeah.
Arkham Origins or Arkham City?
It wasn't.
It looks like he got cut off here.
What got cut off?
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not. It's
What
like
happened?
he got cut off.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you
can
now.
hear you now.
Good.
It's just the thing about that game is that they did okay with it. They did okay with but the problem is they kind of pissed off a lot of people with the PC port. And it's like, I'm lucky I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it. This would have been funny if I'd have bought it on PC. It's like everybody says, "Oh, it's gonna be amazing on the PC. We have to get on the PC." Everybody was saying this, "Oh, it's gonna be the best game ever on the PC," and just all this like hype over the PC release. It's like, and then everybody buys it. Everybody's dumb enough to buy it. It's like, I'm gonna be truthful here. For when Fallout 4 comes out, I'm expecting it not to do that well graphically. I'm expecting it to be glitches because Bethesda's had a habit
Leon,
has to do it. Yeah.
Sorry. If you don't take this the wrong way, man, but if you when Fallout 4 finally releases and the game turns out to be shit, and you stand around telling everybody how great it is, then I know you're biased.
No, I'm not going to say how great it is. If it has glitches on it, I'll say it's a good game, but come on, Bethesda, with the glitches. But if it was total shit, like gameplay was just cheat, they lied about an E3, I will literally call them out. If they lied about it at E3,
Why am I imagining Leon heading to Todd Howard's house and basically goes with a pitchfork? It's like
it won't just be me; it'll be everyone. I even think Ian Miles Chung would grab a pitchfork alongside me. He is more hyped about this game than I am.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a game here. I finally confirmed my once again. I got a message from my local retailer that you will get the Metal Gear Solid 4 5 Collector's Edition. So that is probably my most anticipated game right now. And yes, I'm buying it for the PS4. I am not taking any more chances with the PC market right now.
Oh, I wouldn't blame you, my friend. I hate PC. I like PC gaming. Don't get me wrong. PC gaming is rewardable. I mean, there are a few games I'll play with the controller. I mean, I usually just play with like keyboard and mouse, like what I'm doing right now. But there are some games I'll do controller-wise, like what games? Like Grand Theft Auto game, like racing games and stuff like that. Games where you use a vehicle.
Yeah.
Because mouse and keyboard just don't work with vehicles.
Yeah.
You need to have a DualShock controller or something. And I'm not buying that Steam controller. It looks like total shit.
Okay. And the fact that the guys and the fact that this article focuses on sexism but not on the video game itself. The guy just basically made a stupid article saying that the game is all sexism and it's popular because of the fact Gamergate likes it because it's sexist. Let's put it this way. I don't think it's going to matter because if the guy had done his research and would have understood that what Gamergate's about, he would understand that one, $60 plus $30, people wouldn't buy this game because they know that the game would probably be bad based on the fact that why should we pay for a game that's $60 plus DLC? That's like a lot of money right there. They're banking on the fact and the fact that chances are this game would probably not work. It'll be broken.
Yep.
And if the guy had any idea what Gamergate's about, dude, we probably would buy the game. But the problem is, the game is $60 plus DLC, because we would point that out to the guy and explain to him about the issue of the game, and the fact that people in Gamergate are right about this game. The game is broken.
He doesn't give a shit. He just wants to shout out his ignorance for everybody.
Because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what Gamergate is. He didn't bother to talk to people in Gamergate. If he would have understand what the people are talking about in Gamergate with these live streams and such, that people are talking, people are still talking, even if they think it's anti-feminism or whatever narrative they
could say all they want. They could sit on their fat, lazy asses. And yes, I know most of them are fat because I've seen the Gamergazi meetup. I've seen what they look like. I'm being truthful here. Yes, I'm overweight. I'm overweight, not fat. My skin and my stomach hasn't expanded to take all the fatness of my body, what my body has. So I'm not completely fat just yet. So I am overweight. Yes, I've not hit the obesity marker yet. But I'm going to say this right here: they aren't. Most of them. Yeah. They're not, and I'm going to say this right here. All we have to do really is out and door them, really. I'm being weird, but I'm
I know. The thing is that they've been trying so hard to sell a game. They're trying so hard to sell this game and make a lot of money out of it, but in the end, it failed to be. It's the same with what's going on in the market right now. Like, for example, the people from the people who developed that one stupid game that they think that we're gonna buy because they're being praised by journalists and everything.
Oh yeah, okay,
Sunset.
Yeah, the douchebag game.
It's like they need to understand. It's like I'm looking at this game, and it's about a maid who is an African maid in some fictional country, or possibly in Zimbabwe, dealing with looking outside, seeing a revolution happen, and she's basically cleaning up the house.
Yeah, and that's all you're doing, really. There's already a game worth cleaning up. It's called what's that freaking game called? It's the one where you're trying to clean up after like a horror movie massacres, like sci-fi style, like blood and gore and stuff like that. Viscera cleanup detail. It's basically
visceral cleanup detail, and it's like
cleanup detail. Yeah,
the game itself was fun, but the thing is that this game focuses on the whole revolution, the whole freaking, okay, I'm going to go ahead and organize this house. And it's like, how is this game going to really sell?
Wait a minute, it's about the revolution in Zimbabwe?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, that means that the game takes place in what is formerly known as Rhodesia.
Yeah.
Okay, last I checked, it's such a weird country to use as an example too. I mean,
I know, I hate having to say that.
I mean, here's the crazy part. Of all the countries that a lot of people are, nobody mentions South Africa because that was essentially a government that the government in South Africa basically got rid of apartheid, which was a great thing. That never it was and apartheid was great that they got rid of it because it was a horrible thing that never should have happened in any country. But a lot of people use Rhodesia as a racist example towards other Africans as well, which is weird to me because they didn't have apartheid.
It's interesting.
Set up place right here.
I never really got that, but I don't know. Maybe I need to speak to more people who are from Zimbabwe. All I know now is that the country. All I know of today is that the country of Zimbabwe.
People from Africa. Some people from like Ghana. I know a few people from Ghana, that area. Some from Kenya, but not from Zimbabwe.
Well, only what I know about the country is essentially that today the economy is fucked. They're using U.S. dollars as their main currency.
Oh man, really? You know what? That's it's still better than just still better because that it's a dollar trade right now, so I could see why they're doing it. You use U.S. dollars to do international trade, so I could see why they did it. It's easier.
But the problem is, here's the problem. The whole thing about that game, I don't know why it was about a housemaid. It was basically a woman staying and cleaning the house, making an interesting story, and it's like the reviews that came in from it. It's like, are black people gonna buy this game? What audience are you trying to sell this to? It's like the question you should ask yourself: what audience would buy this game? The gamers or your hipster friends?
And there's not enough of your hipster friends to go around, so I have to say to you guys,
it's like
you have to focus on. You have to focus on. This is like how we said in my last stream, where we're talking about like this art, like the hipster art compared to pornography. Who would pay for? What would you rather pay for, Mercedes Carrera or something made by Zoe Quinn?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to buy something that's from that basically. Let me show you the game. I'm not gonna. I didn't buy the game because I was pissed off with them. But let me go ahead and put it on full screen.
Okay, I'll flip it off mine.
Let me go ahead. This is the game. This is what they're trying to sell. This is what they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell a game that you're basically hangs from frames and cozy arrangements. Basically, you're just cleaning up the house, rearranging the house. That's all you're doing in that game. And
that's
then while you're seeing
as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, you done showing?
And she's looking at the war that's happening in front of her face, the apocalypse happening. You can see right now she's basically looking at this whole thing happening in front of her.
Okay, that sounds like that does not sound like
a turntable.
And these are the same people that say games shouldn't be fun.
And it's like, okay.
They shouldn't even have an industry in the interactive entertainment business.
And you know what's so funny? These people won so many awards. They even got praise from Kotaku. Part of the message of Sunset Delivers is that even when your life is falling apart, you have to live it.
Okay, yeah.
There's another one. Let me see if there's any one of these.
Okay,
things. It's incredibly.
Give me a second here. Let me present you back to everybody.
It's like these people have no freaking clue what their audience they're selling to. Oh, kill screen. There's almost a novelist weight to the detail described in the elements, giving the game uncommon richness.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna flip back to mine now. I don't want people to view that hipster garbage anymore. No, I don't want to join your party.
Actually,
blow these people up.
I'm wrong. It's actually in Latin America.
Okay, but still, I'd rather have my audience view a bunch of Digimon get blown up than watching garbage.
Leon, there's been an update in the Arkham thing now.
Really? What's going on? Oh, update.
Apparently, apparently several users on many different forums have accused Nvidia of lying about their marketing when it came to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, some people are claiming that the videos that Nvidia showed when they were running in the game on PC were essentially sped up.
Oh yeah, they pull shady. Yeah, it gets shitty. I mean, AMD does it, Nvidia does it. It's like certain games that come out if they heavily support.
Yeah, but now this is far more serious because there has been a this is serious in the fact that if this turns out to be true, then they are in some serious legal trouble because it's actually it's like I mean Rocksteady is also being a bunch of assholes here, but they're basically saying like, oh, you need to lower your setting, like that's gonna solve the problem.
I have a PC that could probably take Fallout 4 in near ultra settings, and they're trying to tell me that my computer can't handle this game. Bull freaking shit.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of pissed off people right now. They are trying to cover their asses, but they're doing such a shit job doing it. They're blaming everybody else for their mistakes.
You know what?
It's like,
GameStop was right about the review.
yeah, it's really crazy, and there's a lot of discussions on the many different sites now. But the whole idea of Nvidia essentially tricking their customers in this way, this is serious.
That was a dickhead move. I mean, come on now. You know what Nvidia gives us? It gives us their new video cards have this thing where they have their own version of anti-aliasing that you could use, which it like. I'm not sure what it does, but the game's compatible with it. You could get like an Nvidia style anti-aliasing, which just makes the game a hell of a lot better to use it. I'm not sure how it works, but you get anti-aliasing, and yeah, they give you anti-aliasing. That's all I have to say, and it works really well. But this shit is just too much.
Yeah. Yeah, so they basically faked footage of it, and basically
people have actually looked at the Nvidia's footage, and they've used the YouTube speed checker to check if this game is truly sped up, and they lowered it by a few. They tried different speeds on the video settings on YouTube and slowed down the video. Yeah, it's sped up. It's definitely sped up. And here's the crazy part. The benchmark on Arkham Knight, that runs at full 60 with no problems, but when you actually start the game itself, it runs terribly. So there's a lot of shady shit.
Yeah, because they're basically trying to convince people, oh, we're gonna sell the game on Nvidia.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It really is bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are analyzing the Nvidia GameWorks videos where they are showing off the different functions like interactive paper debris and rain effects and all these kinds of things. None of it is in the PC title. None of it looks anything near what they're showing, what Nvidia is showing. So they're lying their asses off.
Yeah.
I mean, did they honestly expect they could get away with this shit? Because even though the game is good on other platforms, this news will drag the entire game down. It doesn't matter if the game plays well on the PS4 when you fucked up the entire release on arguably the biggest platform out there.
Yeah, the PC. I mean, more and more
still
console gamers are going to PC now because they're disappointed with the Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, even though you can combine the sales of of Xbox One and the PS4, and a lot more people will have PCs.
Yes.
Even PCs that are able to run this game, even PCs that are moderately powerful enough to run most games, you can actually make that argument because PCs doesn't really cost a lot today. Especially if you make your own, you can make a pretty good gaming PC for what a console almost costs.
Yeah. And I'm just sick and tired of seeing this bullshit get thrown around that, oh no, we have to do this. It's just like a bunch of mumbling bullshit coming out of their mouths, like, oh, the power of the cloud will save your ass, like that.
I'm really I have to say though, I'm really happy that
for a second. Yeah.
I'm really happy that the gaming press is reporting on this and that they are on full attack mode together with the gamers on this. They are actually doing a lot of pro-consumer stuff right now. I think the gaming press should be credited for that because they are truly reporting this news and they are being honest about it. That this is shit. This runs well enough on my computer that is topped out, but on any other computer this runs like shit. And even I have problems.
Yeah.
So it's oh shit. Listen, it's midnight here right now. I gotta get some sleep.
Okay,
but it was fun being. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm still pissed off, but I'm gonna get some sleep. Last before I leave, don't buy Arkham Knight on the PC.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now,
Okay.
Batman said that I think Oliver is he might have said he's open up to everyone. Welcome to all the criticism to the SPJ thing. They're doing a live stream. Oliver's doing a live stream right now.
Okay, I think I should close out my stream right now. I think we beat this argument to death.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Okay, see ya.
Take care.
Okay, Jay, do you have anything final to say about this?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to wear
I
my
was
headphones.
going to bring up the Tifa Lockhart, the Tifa Lockhart breast thing, but
What's going on with Tifa Lockhart now?
well, here's the thing: there's some people at NeoGAF that are trying to convince people to change the breast size of Tifa.
NeoGAF, the TMZ of the internet. It's like, it's just bullshit. What NeoGAF comes out of NeoGAF's mouth. Everybody out there, don't listen to NeoGAF. And all they're just jealous because Tifa has nice breasts and they don't. That's all
I don't really care because personally, when you played that game, you might remember it was just 3D back in 1997 was not all that great.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, did you guys see Advent Children? I mean, her breasts, she didn't have big breasts in Advent Children.
She didn't really have that big breast in Advent Children. It's like they're honestly fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it's just this was they're stereotyping the
Tifa.
woman's breast side.
They're stereotyping Tifa out of all characters.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I mean, she's well built in the game. She was well made, and they just say, "Oh no, blah 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 blah," like that. It's just
they're
like,
probably rehashing from. They're probably rehashing it the Final Fantasy character from Advent Children or Crisis Core.
Yeah,
because that's what they're probably going to rehash it from.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they're probably going to redesign the whole thing to make it look nice. But the problem that I have with this is that they honestly have no fucking clue. They just say, "Oh my god, her breast sizes are fucking humongous." Let's
you know what? You're just jealous because for the ladies that say this, you're just jealous because you don't have breast sizes that big. Or to the men that are saying this, you're just jealous because no women with that.
Let me finish the last part of this whole sentence. Because let's go to Square Enix and tell them that we want her size to be normal. I'm like, okay, she's already normal. Why the heck are you complaining, you little bitch?
They were bitching about Tomb Raider a couple years ago. Oh no, Lara Croft got raped. No, she didn't. She actually wasted the guy that grabbed her.
That was years ago.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're the same dickheads, so the same exact people.
Oh my god, the guy's putting out his penis in front of Lara Croft.
No, he
didn't.
My
god. Yeah, but they'll probably
they didn't play the game, and I still hear them complain about this. Said, "Oh no, Lara Croft is raped like that." And I'm trying to tell these people, have you guys even seen what Lara Croft did to that guy after she escaped? How she brutally
she
killed him?
Raped.
Not even no. After she escaped is what I said. She brutally killed the guy.
Yeah.
She was brutal in that game. That's the Lara Croft I wanted to see for so many years. One that would actually put a blade through someone's head. That's the kind of Lara Croft I want to see.
Yeah, it's like they're basically saying, "Oh my god, Lara Croft is being raped by a guy with his penis out." Like, I don't think that happened in the game, and yet you're trying to explain to them. Did you see how that you never played the game, haven't you? Oh no, I didn't play the game. I'm offended by the game because it's such violent content. Bitch, go play the game.
They don't want to because they're really, you know what? Even Jack Thompson would call them out for their dumbassery. Even though he doesn't like violent video games, even Jack Thompson would call them out.
He played GTA. He even played
Jack Thompson. If Jack Thompson calls these guys out, it says you guys are being dumbasses.
I know, and Jack actually owned a copy of the original GTA, the old GTA games. He played them.
Yeah,
and he knows what.
You know what? And you know what? That's a good thing. You know why? Because you have to play them in order to criticize them, not the other way around. You criticize them without even touching the game.
I know.
Yeah, and that's something I actually respected him for. He criticized the game he actually played. These guys haven't played these games. Anita probably never played them, or she wouldn't have bitched about Fallout 4.
I'm gonna let her. You know what? I think Microsoft should do something. Next time, invite her to a conference. Let her play a game in front of a crowd of people, and let her play that game and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't think anything would happen. She'd be like just like saying I'm offended or my feels or something like that, and everybody's just gonna be screaming at the top of their lungs, bullshit.
All right, I'm gonna head. All right, take care, Batman. Thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're gonna shut the stream off right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Oliver's stream and talk to him.
Talk
reach out to
his
him.
stream.
Contact.